the game we're playing right now, which is arguably one of the best sandbox fights. Might have been a triumph. Has actually left Destiny so
Iron Banner.
No, look, just because you can't push a boss off with a bubble doesn't mean that this fucking game is garbage now. God damn, just learn the mechanics. Fuck. I don't fucking like learning them either, but I still, you know.
Use everything in your power.
Judge
Fight
my whole
and
gameplay
prevail.
experience. It's like, oh, I can't stick crossbow bolts in a bubble and push other fucking enemies off. What a
Zone C
shit
captured.
game.
Opponent claims Zone A.
That's right.
Zone B captured. You have the advantage. Press on.
Well, Destiny 1 did make that better than Destiny 2, without a doubt. And I think the clear, definitive thing that Destiny 1 did over Destiny 2 is that everything in Destiny 1 is still in the game. You know what I mean? So, that is one of the, you can pick up Destiny 1 right
Now
now.
you were the
Play
wolf.
through it, because we literally just did it not that long ago. And play the shit out of it. Best narrative experience, but at least it's cohesive.
The flames have gone cold.
Let me tell you something. I did praise Marathon. Okay? And I think there are actually, to this day, some very strong things
Opponent
that
claims
Marathon
Zone
does.
C.
But I would never choose Marathon over Destiny.
Captured Zone A.
There's no elaborate Marathon all the way up to the point that I
Zone
was
B
told
captured.
Destiny
You
was
have the
getting killed.
advantage. Press on.
And look, it ain't, I'm not blaming it on Marathon. I said some things. Definitely. But the reality is that Marathon is the horse that Sony is betting on. And I think that's a massive fuck up.
Captured Zone C. The fires are lit. Find your prey and end
Around
them.
here, dude. Motherfucker. I got fucking chill on son of a bitch. Yeah, dude, like, you're like, you act like I'm in there talking all kinds of shit about Marathon. I went on the record and said Marathon is the strongest goal I've ever had in his first 6 months. Brother, I was like, that's all right.
The hunt has
We're gonna get a D3. We gotta get Marathon out the door. All right, we're gonna get Marathon out the door. Fucking Marathon didn't even break 100,000 players.
Opponent claims Zone A. Zone C captured.
Because I actually enjoy my time playing Marathon. Now, I don't know what, I'm gonna be honest, there's nothing I really want from a season 2. I feel like I got my Marathon experience, but I was definitely planning on playing Marathon. You killed my favorite
Opponent
fucking game.
claims Zone B.
I don't know, I like you want me to be like, oh, but that's fucking, you know?
Zone A captured.
And let me
Two
tell you
zones
something.
are yours.
I probably let, you know, I don't even think that the Marathon community, there's the Twitter Marathon
Zone
community.
B captured.
To me,
Now
aren't even
you
real
were the
fucking
wolf.
Marathon players, but maybe they are. But when I see comments like, well, our game's gonna still get updated
Round
They're
C.
gonna continue making our game, and then all of a sudden, news started breaking that Marathon. Yeah.
I'm calling it.
And it was like,
5
oh,
minutes
shit.
left. Sound tactics.
This is a big
Well
loss as well.
fought.
Like, yeah, no shit,
Well
dude.
won.
Mainlanders with the 10
That was a battle worthy of Iron Lords.
Mainlanders, thank you so much for the 10, man. Gandon, G. Gandon. Gandon. We tried, boys. Fuck him up, buddy. Fuck him up. Of course, yeah. Of course. But look, man.
Press on.
For me, it's very simple. I like Destiny, and I could have seen myself playing Destiny and Marathon together. But you know, the reality is this: that even though that the thing last week, the post from Bungie last week, where they said Destiny 2 has been falling short for the past few years, just really pisses me off, dude. That shit really pissed me the fuck off. I don't know who wrote that statement, but that's a bullshit fucking statement. Let's be fucking clear here. Marathon performed like shit. It didn't sell worth the fuck. How do I know this? Because people at Bungie told me it didn't sell worth the fuck. And so what's going on here? The reality is that Marathon didn't make enough money and a decision had to be made. That decision was to cut Destiny. Don't worry, the people that said that Marathon didn't sell what the fuck. I think there should be retribution. They lost their fucking job, so I think they've got plenty enough bullshit to deal with. That's not the reason why they lost their job. They lost their job because Marathon performed like shit. I'm just being real with you. Everything in that document that Bungie posted just seemed to like pin all the blame, just all the blame on. Oh, I got legs on Marathon, and
Iron Lords face defeat.
that shit's irritating to me.
One option. Fight again.
Nah, did I say Marathon? Destiny. Put all the blame on Destiny. It also seemed to just completely avoid any type of accountability. That's a pretty good one. That's a pretty good one. Here's the thing about that statement. Sony neutered the content that devs were allowed to put out. It's like cutting your dog's balls off and kicking it for not breeding. Look, I know, guys. I know. That's why the whole thing pisses me off. I know. I do. I don't. I fucking... That shit burns me up. I promise you. And, it pisses me off on all sides. Look, by the way, I'm very aware that the blame is with Bungie, and I keep telling you guys, my love is not for Bungie. My love is for the individuals that work at Bungie, those that have departed over the years, those that have recently departed, and even those that still remain. Okay, but at some point you do reach you reach a point here where it's like everyone you knew
Iron Banner.
is no longer there anymore. You know what I mean? The people that made Destiny for what it is, what it was, is no longer there. So even if a D3 was to get greenlit,
To see combat.
who the fuck is gonna make it? Part of the blame is on you all motherfuckers who didn't buy Renegades too. Man, will y'all shut up about that, dude? Let me tell you something. How about this? Like, you know, I completely understand if somebody didn't want to buy a fucking Star Wars inspired expansion. Dude, blaming the consumer is not working. It doesn't work. It doesn't ever fucking work. It's never worked for any other studio that's ever fucking closed down. Be like, yeah, hey, it's your fault. Should have spent more, bitch. You know what I mean? Like, dude. How about Bungie should have been fiscally responsible a long fucking time ago? How about Bungie shouldn't have spun up so many incubation projects? Or if they did, at least get them out the fucking door. Only one made it, and it barely made it. And it fucking bombed when it made it. I like Renegades. I say this as someone who liked Renegades. But I completely understand on the outside, if you saw Renegades, you probably thought to yourself, what the fuck is this? Some Star Wars inspired Destiny? This don't look like Destiny. You know what I'm saying? Nice. Well done. And then not only that, Destiny players got smarter. They saw Edge of Fate system and they said, you know what? I can buy Edge of Fate and Renegades now, or I can buy a year from now when the system is going to actually be the way it's supposed to be. And that's what they fucking did. That's what they did. And honestly, it's the smart play. You didn't go through all the portal bullshit that we went through with Edge of Fate. If you would have waited a year to Monument of Triumph, you're eating pretty good. The system isn't fast right now. And that's how Destiny has been for so long. Bungie introduces new system has some fuck up. Bungie corrects it, takes about a year, right? Shit. Oh my god, that fuck.
Kingslayer.
That Destiny was going to continue selling as good as it was during Final Shape, Lightfall, and shit like that. Very nice, dude. Dude, you got a chromatic right there.
search of ether, they'll find only anguish. destroy that heartbeat.
Listen.
What the fuck is up with all these anime seasons? Is that bullshit? I gotta go watch a movie now to get my new season. Oh, and they'll officially come out with a new season. 5 years? Don't worry. They might try to short it again. Roaring Kitty coming back. Get that. Get one more squeeze. Y'all are not worried about licensing getting wiped away at a moment's notice? Look, man. I don't know if you know or not. Do you know how much shit you probably own right now that you don't actually really own? Fucking Geos is, what is that, stickies?
The flames have gone cold. 3 minutes left.
But hold on. You're like, I'm worried about the license being taken away. And then you say that you're worried that you won't be able to play certain games. You know? Treat this moment, go out right now and buy yourself a fucking, go buy an Xbox for $35, like the old Xbox. I'm taking it hard right now. But like the whole concept of ownership. Try not paying your property taxes if you own a home. It sucks. I'm not saying it's right. You know where I'm coming from? I'm not saying it's right. Cross loves letting the big man step all over him. Now, look. Y'all don't fucking get me talking on this bullshit. Don't you dare say that kind of shit, all right? Because there was a generation that's fucking us right now, okay? They're the ones that made the decisions a long time ago that has put us in this fucking position. And believe me, there will come a day where, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to stop playing video games and sticking my head in the damn sand. And that day shall come. But if you're asking me to die on this hill with you about physical copies for video games, I'm not going to war over that shit. Okay? I don't care, dude. Look, this, if you wanna lead the charge, go lead the charge. If you wanna lead the charge, go lead the charge. But I don't give a shit. All my games are digital. All my fucking games, everything's digital. Now, could Steam show up tomorrow and be like, fuck you? Everything. They could. I got a lot of games here.
Quality checked your weapons for you. Should be all set for this mission in Solitude.
Nice. Put them to good use, Guardian.
Or even on the console. Really? You were never on my side. exist for that. So I don't disagree there. Those folks, those stores, they're fucked. They are absolutely fucked. Because we're kind of gone in this decade. What I'm really saying is I haven't bought a physical copy. Matter of fact, if somebody reached out to me and was like, hey, we want to send you a collector edition, I'm like,